So welcome back to THYAGRAJ Sports Centre here in Delhi for the Hyderabad Falcons were flying early in the Inbl Pro U-25 season, and that was underlined as they crushed the Delhi Dribblers on February 6. As Jack Purchase led the way with 26 points, the Falcons had 5 scorers in double digits en route to a 177 victory. Undeterred, Delhi rebounded and regrouped from that loss and has shown it can be a title contender. Just how much of a contender will be seen tonight in the rematch as the Delhi Dribblers take on the Hyderabad Falcons. Hello everyone and welcome back to the THYAGRAJ Sports Complex in Delhi, and we've made a sub in the break. We've sent Lamar Patterson to the bench and we've called up the Mumbai Titans head coach Thomas Royakas, and we've just seen another great tight contest, and I think this one with Hyderabad and Delhi is going to be exactly the same.
Yeah, all these teams are really close to one another. There's really no saying who's going to win this game tonight.
As we take a look at the Delhi Dribblers lineup, they'll open with Barker, Burkholder, Lakesh Warren, Meena and Tomar. Off the bench will be Poolsma, Montgomery, Sahil, Washburn, Manoj, Manesh and Pinto. And the top scorers for Delhi is Lachlan Barker with 22 points. Alex Mudronya is still out in concussion protocol. James Montgomery adding 14 points per game for the Dribblers. So we take a look at Lachlan Barker for the Delhi Dribblers. He is a key player, without question. He's the leader of that team with 22 points per game. He's shooting 15 of 42 on threes, and he gets to the free throw line. He's 25 of 30 from the charity stripe, and coming off a 25-point game in the win over Mumbai. As we have a look at Delhi's past 5 games, they have lost 3 of the past 5, but are coming off that win over the Titans, 88-84. And we can now switch focus to the Hyderabad Falcons as they continue their preparations for this game. As we see Mark Chivers delivering his final message to the Falcons, and their lineup, they will open with Robinson, Rawat, Purchase, Negi and Mathur. The top scorers for the Falcons, Jack Purchase leading the way with 19 points per game, Alex Robinson at 17.3 and Kushal Singh at 12.4. And this is Alex Robinson, the key player for the Falcons. He's averaging 17.3 points, 6.3 rebounds and 8.5 assists. But Robinson needs to string together another big game. He's gone 29 points, 12, 21, 10, 19 and 13. And now we see Hyderabad's recent record there, coming off back-to-back losses and 3 losses in the past 4, as we get ready for tip-off. All right, so the Hyderabad Falcons in yellow with the black trim going to the right of screen. The Delhi Dribblers in purple with the yellow trim going to the left as Lakesh Warren comes up short on the first shot of the game. Robinson, they go to Purchase, guarded by Burkholder. And Purchase is fouled by Burkholder. So Jack Purchase, the offensive focus for the Falcons, gets an early trip to the line.
Good use of a shot fake there, got his defender up in the air. And an opportunity for free throws for him.
And Purchase hits the first free throw to open the scoring in the game. And hits the second. The Falcons up the floor on defense. Daly. Slow it down into the half court with Barker. Mina to Burkholder. Barker fires from deep. And Lachlan Barker hits the 3 and is fouled on the shot. More grey hair for the coach. One of the cardinal sins, fouling the 3-point shooter. And Barker off to a great start with a 4-point play. Robinson for the Falcons, turns the corner, drops it off to Negi. And that is not a good set by the Falcons. Mathur getting his shot blocked. But the Falcons get the ball back and 14 seconds on the shot clock. Robinson to Purchase. And Negi flashes to the basket after the ball was knocked loose from Purchase's grasp. And we're tied at 4. Purchase with the defensive play that time. Robinson pushing back the other way. And things just a little untidy in the early going, Thomas.
Yeah, teams are still trying to find their rhythm.
So Robinson for the Falcons. Working against Barker. Pulls up. And Alex Robinson with a nice shot to put the Falcons on top. Lakesh Warren to Barker. Barker fires, can't get it to go. And Mathur spills the rebound out of bounds. Barker to inbound and 14 seconds on the shot clock to Burkholder. Firing, missing. But Lakesh Warren gets the offensive rebound. And he is fouled on the floater. So there's no question Barker is the man that's going to carry the big load for Delhi. But guys like Lakesh are going to have to chip in and help him with that load. And Lakesh hits the first free throw. And gets the second. And we're tied at 6 apiece. Robinson, Purchase. Nice look inside to Rawat. And Rawat with a nice finish. Good ball movement by the Falcons.
Yep, good ball movement and good cut.
Here's Lakesh. Tomar. Back to Lakesh, and the ball goes out, but they say off Robinson's foot. Shot clock at 9. Lakesh Warren inbounds and gets it back and then fires. And Purchase brings down the rebound.
Maybe a little bit quick shot there. They still had 7 seconds when he had the ball.
Robinson working and driving and finishing. So the guard isolates the big man and cashes in.
Well, that's something with Robinson you always have to be aware of. This is a guard who wants the ball in his hands, who wants to create and score. Really shouldn't happen that he dribbles from all the way outside and gets all the way to the rim without any resistance.
Tomar's three is too heavy. And here's Robinson to Rawat. And there's contact. And Rawat will go to the free throw line. So the Falcons perhaps taking a page out of the Mumbai Titans playbook, and that is rebound and run.
That book has been sealed, so I'm not sure if you can take a page out of that.
I'm sure everyone is aware of the rebound and run philosophy, as Rawat comes up short on that. The Falcons on top 10-6, still early going in the second game of our double header, which opened with the Stallions surviving a late push from Chennai Heat. This is Barker, guarded by Fred Webb.
Good defense there, make it difficult for Barker. Not only that, you want to wear him down early in the game so that at the end of the game he's tired and he's not as effective anymore.
Here's Webb firing for three in transition, and Rawat comes down with the rebound. He's tied up, and the possession arrow is with Daly. Or is it? No. They say it is with the Falcons. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Purchase to inbound. To Webb. Robinson up top, guarded by Barker.
They're not guarding him close enough, right? These are not the kind of shots you want to give up. You can have a clean look at the rim. You really want to make him uncomfortable.
And the ball goes out of bounds as Washburn checks in for Burkholder for Daly. Robinson does have the inside-outside game, so you have to be able to defend him in both scenarios. Here's Barker firing, and Lachlan Barker hits the three for the Daly Dribblers.
He just needs that little bit of space for him to get his shot off. Well done here by Barker.
Purchase now. Can't get the fall-away jumper to go. Here's Barker again for the Dribblers. Works off Washburn, then goes to the corner. Polsma. And Polsma hits a three for the Dribblers. And he puts Daly on top, 11-10. Purchase. Firing from deep. The Falcons get a second chance. Robinson against Washburn. Shot clock at 2.
Great defense there. And you see Robinson is a guy, he doesn't like to give it up. He prefers to shoot it than to pass it.
And Barker snakes his way to the rim at the other end. Nice play by Lachlan Barker. And he already has 8 points. 8 of the Dribblers' 13 as they lead the Falcons by 3. Rawat nowhere to go inside, so he goes out to Purchase. Purchase with a little runner gets it to go. Lakesh Warren for the Dribblers. Washburn measures the 3, can't get it to go. Lakesh with the rebound. Barker pulls up and can't hit the mid-range. Robinson attacks the rim and gets a nice finish. Barker back the other way for Daly. 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Polsma turns the corner and there's a whistle on the play. Those last couple of plays showed Alex Robinson at the good and the bad. When he's decisive and he goes, he's hard to stop.
Well, yeah, that was a good drive from him on the left side. But with all respect to the defense, that was bad defense. If you drive all the way from the left side on the baseline and you get all the way to the other side of the rim without any resistance, that should never happen, right? So good drive from him, taking it all the way, but the defense should really be aware that every time that he has the ball, they should load up and give help early and make him force him to give him the ball up.
So here's Polsma for Daly, and he gets to the rim fairly simply and easily. And he puts the Dribblers back on top. Purchase looking from a third down low, and the ball is deflected out of bounds as Callum Dalton checks in for Fred Webb for the Falcons. Let's see if Dalton can have some impact off the bench. 18 seconds on the shot clock, and they inbound to Dalton. Now Purchase. Back to Dalton, and Dalton goes up with a nice finish. Welcome to the ball game, Callum Dalton. Barker firing, and Robinson got a piece of the ball. Purchase now for the Falcons. Dumps it off to Rawat, and he can't finish. Barker comes up running. Polsma attacks the rim and gets the bucket.
These are these situations where I think it's great to make a tactical foul, stop the transition, play 5-on-5 in the half court, but that way they were able to get all the way to the rim and score a layup.
So Dalton draws contact and a foul. That's the third team foul for Delhi. Hyderabad's also got 3, so both teams 1 off the limit as Purchase and Rawat go to the bench for the Falcons. Robinson to inbound, the shot clock at 15. Here's Dalton. Robinson turns the corner and can't get the shot to go. Washburn comes up with it and then loses it, and the ball will go back to the Falcons. So Robinson will inbound off the baseline. 14 seconds on the shot clock. To Mathur. He fires from deep and is short. Robinson, though, picks up the crumbs and puts them in the trash. The Falcons on top, 18-17. We're inside the last 2 minutes of the first quarter. And the Dribblers get to the rim with Minaj.
Great execution there against the show defense, short roll, corner cut, which led to an easy layup.
Robinson, Dalton on the drive, can't finish.
Falcons doing a great job on the offensive boards.
Here's Polsma now. And Barker. And Barker in transition. Washburn. Lakesh Warren. To Polsma in the corner. And Polsma with the three. Another player you cannot leave open.
Absolutely not.
Polsma puts Delhi up by 4. A minute to go in the first quarter. They swing it to Harry Morris. Fresh into the game, and Harry Morris splashes the three. It's a 1-point game. Barker for Delhi. Now Polsma. Back to Barker. Washburn down low against Dalton. Washburn can't connect. And the Falcons are running. Here's Morris. Had a look at the three. And now Robinson does, but can't finish it. And Delhi should get the last shot.
And the Falcons should
of
foul.
The quarter.
They still have one foul to give. Let's see if they use it.
Washburn goes to the rim and can't finish, and the Falcons get to the rim with Robinson. And Robinson with that layup off the full court pass puts the Hyderabad Falcons on top 23-22 after the first quarter. The Dribblers theoretically should have had the last shot, but the last shot and the last save of the quarter goes to the Falcons. So there's confirmation of the quarter time score. It's 23-22 for the Hyderabad Falcons. Alex Robinson has 10 points for Hyderabad, while Daniel Polsma has 10 for the Delhi Dribblers. Are we going into a huddle here? As we get confirmation of the scorers, the bracket is not updated. Robinson, Purchase and Morris leading the way for the Hyderabad Falcons. All right, we can head down courtside to Drew Barman.
Even though the Hyderabad Falcons are up by 1 point, Coach Marks feels like they could have been up by a lot more. I think offensively there's too much standing around. Alex Robinson does like the ball in his hands, but he feels like they can swing the ball a little more and get some off-ball movement going. That's it from here, guys. Right back to you. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Drew, as we see some of the fans here at the THYAGRAJ Sports Complex. And before we get underway with second quarter action, Thomas, what were your thoughts on the first quarter?
Well, I like the way that Delhi is trying to the Falcons are trying to put pressure on Barker to wear him down. Would be probably a good idea to do the same thing on the other side with Robinson, already 8 points. You know, try to wear him down early, try to not get him going, because he's a big part of that offense, the Falcons.
All right, and we are underway in the second quarter. It's the Falcons by 1, 23-22. Burkholder. And Robinson comes up with the ball. Now, Suman. Back to Robinson. Down low to Dalton. He swings it to Negi. And Negi hits a little runner. So a good start for the Falcons. The Falcons just 1 of 6 on threes in the first quarter, so you would think that is going to improve as they go along. Here's Polsma firing. And Polsma with another 3 for the Delhi Dribblers. The Dribblers now 4 of 10 on threes tonight.
And I believe that was his third, if I'm correctly.
You are correct. 3 of 3 for Polsma on threes. As we get a whistle on the play. And Callum Dalton will go to the line. The foul called on Manoj. And he goes to the bench, replaced by Mina. And Dalton breaks the tie. And has a 2 of 2 trip to the line, Callum Dalton. It's 27-25 for the Falcons. Barker for Daly, driving, rising, but not finishing.
Great job of making it very difficult for Barker. That's what they need to continue to do.
Suman got away with a massive fend off and a nice finish at the rim.
And you see again immediately they're trying to put him under pressure.
Barker to Sahil into the game for the first time. Barker fires from deep. And Lockie Barker with a big 3.
Yep, he doesn't need a lot of time. When he's open, he lets that thing fly, and he lets it fly at a high clip.
Here's Robinson for Hyderabad. Down low to Dalton, and Dalton with the finish at the rim and the foul. So a nice feed from Alex Robinson.
Yes, and with Dalton they have someone, we saw that earlier from the beginning, who can play in the post, can make good decisions out of that, and is very effective close to the rim.
So quite a soft foul called on Daniel Polsma, but it's called nonetheless. And Callum Dalton will be trying to complete the 3-point play after this timeout. We can head down to the sidelines and hear what the coaches have got to offer their teams.
We gotta find it. We are stuck offensively. Mina, I want you to get right at the basket. Go rim, post, post. That's your spots, okay?
Hey, if I'm doing this, if I'm a copy, that means turn out. I'm trying to get
Single double, single double. Okay, stay here. Mark, you're gonna play. We can play 2-man caddy. Okay, if we get a delay, Mark, I want you to go and get either Sahil or Danny, whoever's on the opposite side. Okay. All right, whoever's on the opposite side. When we get that, Lockie, come out. Okay, try to go here, 2-man game. If they go under, I want you to light it. Otherwise, splash, spray. Mark, more fire from you. You're coming up the court like you're just strolling in the park, bro. Attack the rim. He can't guard you in space. Use your advantage. Be aggressive. Your time, Mark, your time. Let's go, boys. Fight it.
Delhi on 2-1-2.
So Delhi coach Dave Petrozello with quite the challenge to Mark Burkholder. Let's see if he rises to that challenge. And not surprisingly, the play they diagrammed and talked about featured Lockie Barker quite heavily. 11 points for Barker to this point of the game. As Dalton misses the chance for a 3-point play. The Falcons on top by 3. And here is Barker. Working off Burkholder's screen. To the corner. Sahil can't connect. And Morris comes up in transition for the Falcons. Now Dalton. Dalton can't finish the runner with the left hand. Polsma. And the referee rules there was a kicked ball in there. So the Dribblers have it out of bounds, 19 seconds on the shot clock. Burkholder can't connect. And here come the Falcons. And Robinson got too fancy and threw it away.
Well, he was aggressive that time with the shot, but what I think was what coach was talking to him about was attacking the rim instead of settling for a shot.
So here's Barker guarded by Webb. Now Burkholder puts it on the floor and turns it over as Morris. Suman explored and then fired but couldn't connect. And Barker comes back the other way for the Dribblers. Guarded by Webb.
Webb is doing a really good job of pressuring and trying to stay in front of Barker.
And here's Burkholder, who tried to be aggressive as was asked and attack the rim, but only succeeded in running into Callum Dalton.
Yep, last 2 possessions from him were 2 turnovers. Not effective so far.
And so no surprise, Mark Burkholder goes to the bench, as does Mina, replaced by Washburn and Tomar. 6:35 left until half time, and it's the Falcons ahead 31-28. This is Webb to Morris. Nagy got Sahil in the air, but Sahil recovered and knocked the ball away.
Yeah, they had Dalton in the post. He decided to drive it that time. Maybe better to hold the ball on the outside and give Dalton a look on the inside. Washburn's
3 doesn't go. Sahil comes up with the offensive rebound. Now Polsma. Back to Sahil. Sahil's 3 hits the back of the rim. Webb for the Falcons. Suman. Dalton. Webb. They go down low to Morris. And Morris gets the finish. So a nice, patient, offensive set by the Falcons. Good ball movement.
Yep, absolutely.
Here's Polsma. Barker springs open and rises off the bounce and hits the 2-point shot. So you sometimes get the feeling that Barker is the offensive option for the Dribblers.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's see if the Falcons try to maybe get the ball out of his hands by maybe trapping or doing a hard show. Because so far Barker is able to get in there out of the pick and roll and create something for himself.
There's the other offensive option, Daniel Polsma, with the finish at the basket. Polsma now with 15, Barker with 13. So it might sound like we're overplaying Lachlan Barker's role, but he is the big key to that team.
I think in this game both point guards are critical to their offense, critical for their teams to be effective.
So Purchase checks back in for Hyderabad, and the Falcons up by 4. Polsma catches and shoots but can't finish, and the tip in by Tomar. A nice play at the rim by Tomar to cut the margin to 2. Robinson now. Purchase. Guarded by Barker. Robinson fires. And the Dribblers come up with it. Sahil. Washburn. Polsma. Washburn. Sahil mishandles it and it'll go back to the Falcons. And with that, before the Falcons can bring the ball back into play, we've got a timeout called by Hyderabad Falcons head coach Mark Chivers. His team ahead 36-34. And we can head down to the sidelines and listen in on Falcons coach Mark Chivers.
So you got Barker, you got Polsma. We're Polsma. Hey, we just slowed down a little bit there, took the foot off the pedal, all right? Remember our scout, remember what we're doing, all right?
Offensively, we've just got to keep moving the ball. We're only one pass shot at the moment. Get the ball reversal, get them out of space on defence, all right? Move, just move. All right, get that action if we want to. Get some people in the post. You cut in the post. Look to kick it out when you get it. They're all collapsing in on you all the time. So take a bounce and kick it. All right, here we go.
All right, so there's Mark Chivers with the Hyderabad Falcons. Ryan James has been listening in on the Delhi Dribblers. Let's go down to Ryan.
As we've seen in the first quarter, it was the confident shooting that allowed Delhi to take the lead. And that's exactly what the coach is emphasizing on. Polsma's doing that. Barker did that. The rest of the team has to do it. That's all from the sidelines.
All right, thanks, Ryan. As the Falcons take possession, and we're inside the last 4 minutes of the half. Purchase turns the corner, but can't complete the play. Barker gets it back. And there's an offensive foul called on Washburn. I assume an illegal screen there. As we see the replay, and it looked like Robinson had as much of Washburn as Washburn had of Robinson. Nonetheless, the ball's with the Falcons, and Robinson dumps it to Rawat, and Rawat with the finish at the rim. The Falcons up by 4. Barker for the Dribblers. Washburn. Tomar tried to keep it alive, and Sahil, with the second effort, gets a basket for the Dribblers and brings his team back within 2. Robinson to Purchase in the corner, and Purchase with the 3. So Robinson has been getting his feet in the paint, and 2 nice assists on the last 2 baskets.
Yeah, that's just way too easy, right? One little screen, he gets all the way into the paint. A great find from him on the outside, but he should not be able to get into the paint that easily.
Washburn with the 3 comes up empty, and the Falcons come up running. This is Robinson. Again down the middle to Samanth in the corner, and he's short. The deflection comes back to Rawat, and now to Purchase. The shot clock at 8. Robinson fires from deep and comes up empty. We're heading towards the last 2 minutes of the half, and the Dribblers trying to close the 5-point gap. Tomar can't. Robinson to Morris. Morris measures the 3 in transition. Rawat with the offensive rebound. Morris has a second look, and this time the second look is a good look.
Yeah, you can't let him open like that. Definitely a guy that shoots the 3 well, so you definitely have to hard close out on them.
1:43 left in the half, and Harry Morris splashes the 3 to put the Falcons on top, 44-36, and Delhi Dribblers head coach Dave Petrozello has called a timeout to try and get his team back on the same page and on track. We can head down to courtside and listen in on the timeout.
The ball, come to the right side. Tomar, that's you. Danny, I want you to go high. Loki, I want you to go here. I want you to get Tomar, okay? Wash, you're gonna start on the other side here. Loki's gonna come over. You're gonna come and dive down to the block right there, okay? Get into the paint if you punch it. Otherwise, come across, look to Tomar, Danny, Tomar. At the rim, at the rim, at the rim. Turn the corner, be aggressive. We gotta find shooters, finish the half. We're gonna find it, we're gonna find it. Stay connected, let's go.
Okay, so there's Dave Petrozello for the Delhi Dribblers. We can head down courtside to Dhruv Barman, who was listening in on the Hyderabad Falcons.
Guys, this timer was all about just positivity. They like, keep doing. You don't need to fix what's not broken. You're moving perfectly on offense. Great effort by everybody. Keep the hustle up. The offense will fall into place, and keep that man Barker to as low as you can. That's all. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, Drew. And with that basket that prompted the timeout, Harry Morris is up to 11 points for the Falcons. He's 3 of 4 on threes. Here's Barker for the Dribblers, guarded by Colton Eustis, into the game for the first time tonight. Barker rolls it in low to Washburn. Washburn draws the contact and will shoot a pair of free throws. So a little variation there with Washburn working hard in the post.
Yeah, and they need that because you see the last couple of possessions, Barker wasn't able to get something going, and immediately they're down with 8. So they need other players to step up and be aggressive for them.
So Washburn hits the first, and that's his first score for the night. He's 0 of 6 from the field and has 4 rebounds. And hits the second. And the Dribblers trail by 6. Before Robinson can continue the play, we've got a stoppage while the referees get the clock reset. So we're good to go. Or are we? All right, so now we're good to go. The shot clock reset from 20 to 19 as Robinson inbounds and gets it back from Purchase. 1:20 left in the half. Robinson fires it to Eustis. Eustis with the pull-up jumper. That's a nice finish from Colton Eustis. Barker back to Washburn. Barker fires and comes up empty. But Tomar, with the offensive putback, cuts the gap to 6. Purchase firing and hitting. No second thoughts from Jack Purchase on that. It's the Falcons by 9. Lakesh to Washburn, out to Polsma. And Polsma can't get it to go, but the Dribblers will get it back as Rawat spills it out of bounds. So 27 on the game clock and 14 on the shot clock, and neither team at the limit. The Falcons have had 1 foul and the Dribblers 3. Here's Polsma. Attacks the baseline, and they call the foul on Suman. And they wouldn't be unhappy with that call. Barker to inbound from the baseline. Washburn back to Barker. Barker fires and hits the long 2. Lockie Barker with the bucket off the inbounds play, and he cuts the margin now to 7. It's the Falcons 49, the Dribblers 42, and Falcons coach Mark Chivers has called a timeout to draw up a play for what should be the last possession of the quarter, as we see Barker with that long 2.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there by the Falcons. Barker should never get a shot off like that easily, especially not with the shot clock winding down.
Let's head down to the sidelines.
Last position. 9 seconds. Which side would you rather come from?
Come from that side to that side?
Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be...
Oh, actually, no, sorry, this way, this way.
That's going to be you. That's going to be you there, Jack.
to give.
It's going to be you there, Jack. You're going to sit on the wing.
You only have 9 seconds.
You're going to be that. All right, so just get it up. Kick it. either straight to Jack, get him to step in. All right? See how we go from there. And if he doesn't get a Jack, he'll shoot him.
All right, so 17 seconds left in the quarter.
Should I mention that the dribblers still have a foul to give?
Feel free.
I won't this time.
So what Thomas is alluding to is that the dribblers can foul and stop the clock and get the Falcons out of their rhythm and make them take the ball out of bounds. But Washburn strips the ball and they get the layup. Pinto with the layup to disrupt things there.
By accident, that was a foul, but that's not a bad foul. They're going to get the ball on the sideline. And again, instead of having one shot at the end, it's going to possibly be 3.
So a nice play by Washburn to strip the ball from Purchase, and then a heads-up play to get the ball ahead to Pinto, streaking to the basket. And with that, they've trimmed the margin to 5. And the Falcons will have the ball on the sideline with 3 seconds.
Watch Dalton inside. They're going to throw it to him inside. Watch.
Purchase comes to the ball, but they can't get it in. Take 2. Surely they just seal Dalton in the post and then he kicks it back to Robinson stepping in bounds.
I just think they're going to lob it or throw it to Dalton. He's going to finish it himself.
So there they go to Dalton. And while he misses, Rawat gets the putback. So that is a great basket for the Falcons, but it's a bit of a knife to the heart of the Delhi Dribblers. And a good call by you with the ball going to Dalton off the inbounds pass.
Well, you know, with Robinson giving the inbounds pass, he's not a threat. So it's one of the other guys, right, that you have to defend. And Dalton being very efficient from the inside is definitely a guy you have to keep your eyes on in the last couple of seconds.
So there's the halftime score. It's the Falcons 51 over the Delhi Dribblers 44. And Drew Barman is with Mark Chivers.
I'm here with Coach Mark Chivers. This is the Hyderabad Falcons we're used to seeing. Up 7 at the half. How are you feeling?
A lot better than we were in the last 2 games, that's for sure. We're certainly showing a lot more energy tonight, which is what we've been asking them for the last 2 weeks, really. So they're playing with purpose. I think we're doing pretty well offensively to score the 44. Oh, score the 51, I should say. But we've just got to keep the defense cranked up. That's the main thing for us now.
For sure. I keep seeing you putting different coverages on Barker from the Delhi squad. Is there a reason you're doing that, just to kind of not let him get comfortable?
Oh, we've got to take him. I mean, he's their gun. So we've got to really make him feel uncomfortable. We've tried a few things, a few different people on him. And it's working okay at the moment, I think, isn't it? I don't know how many he scored. Anyway, it's not going too bad.
All right, cool. Awesome. Thanks for your time, Coach. Good luck for the second half. Thanks. That's it from here, guys. We're going to be right back after this short break. Thanks.
All right, so welcome back to THYAGRAJ Sports Complex in Delhi. It's half time of game 2 of our double header here tonight. And it's the Hyderabad Falcons 51 leading the Delhi Dribblers 44. As we check the standings to this point, and with their win in the first game of the doubleheader, Gujarat Stallions have gone to the top of the table with a 4-3 record. Then it's Punjab, Hyderabad, Mumbai and Delhi all tied at 3-3. Chennai at 3-4. The top 4 teams qualifying for the semi-finals at the end of the month. Okay, we've got Ryan James down on the floor with Mumbai Titans assistant coach Janine Tishot.
So I'm joined by Coach Valerie from the Mumbai Titans. Coach Valerie, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Coach Valerie, a lot of our viewers are often intrigued to know after a game what is the team's preparation like. So they go off the court and coming into the next game, what's the process? What happens with the team?
After the practice, most of the time we go here for lunch, and we have some recovery. So they maybe go and have a cold bath, and then go back and rest, because we have back-to-back games.
Yep.
So rest is really important. What they eat is very important also. And then before we practice, we have the preparation for the next game.
So speaking about your team, you have a good set of Indian players, from Pranav to Aaron, Gurvinder. So how have they gelled with the international players?
I think we have a really good team. The guys really connect pretty well with each other. But you can see, if I look at the first day they came, and now they really grew a lot, the Indian players. So I think this is really good, the combination with import players and the Indian player for this league.
Coach, one last thing. I want you to look at the camera and in Dutch, just send some love to Netherlands. I'm sure a lot of them will be watching the Inbl Pro. So,
Hou van jullie. Love you.
All right, that's all from the sidelines. Back to you, Grant.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Down there with Janine Tinshu, the Mumbai Titans assistant coach, as we can have a look at some of the first half highlights. And this is Lachlan Barker. He was running hot. Jack Purchase got amongst it as well, and there's no secret to what the Dribblers are going to do, and that's look at Barker at every opportunity.
Absolutely. We had a little taste of that last night. When that guy gets going, he's tough to stop, and he's very important for that team.
There we see Barker with the mid-range. Washburn has done a good job, and so has Polsma. Polsma hitting from deep, and it's basically been Polsma and Barker on the offense for Delhi. There's Polsma again from the corner, and he is 3 of 4 on 3-point shots. There he is again. And you can't give him a half step to get open. Same with Barker. Barker is 2 of 4 on 3s tonight. And we see the Dribblers getting that basket late in the half. As we see some more action with the best baskets of the half, and Lachlan Barker with one of his 3s, and Polsma. The Dribblers are 5 of 15 on 3s for the half, and if they get cooking from outside, it's going to be difficult for the Falcons to get on top of them.
Yes, I think though they need to maybe be a little bit more aggressive attacking the rim after 20 minutes of basketball, they only shot 5 free throws, and they're shooting that at 100%. So a lot of times also paint touches lead to wide open shots on the outside. So, you know, working inside out can help them both create easy shots on the inside as well as good and high percentage shots on the outside.
So we just saw Harry Morris connect on a 3 for the Falcons. He's got 11 points and he's 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. So plenty of deep offensive threats on both teams as Barker connects. And there's Barker going up again, and as that one goes in from Lachlan Barker, we're going to get ready for a break and we'll be back with the second half. You're watching INBL Pro U-25. All right, so welcome back to THYAGRAJ Sports Complex in Delhi. Half-time of Game 2 of the doubleheader here tonight. And it's the Hyderabad Falcons on top, 51-44. I know not to ask you for a prediction, but what do you see as a couple of tweaks here heading into the second half?
Well, I think if Robinson can continue to play the way he just did, you know, he has 6 assists and only 1 turnover, very effective from the field. the Falcons have a very good shot.
All right, let's head down to the sideline.
So I'm joined by Coach Craig. Coach Craig, coming into the second half, Robinson's got in his game. What's your plan for the second half?
Yeah, we need to stay connected with both Robinson and Purchase. They got going at the end of the second quarter there, so we've got something together to try and get into them. And yeah, we need to get some stops.
All right, we heard it from Coach Craig. Let's get on with the second half.
All right, so we are indeed ready to go with the second half. And the Falcons ahead 51-44. They inbound to Robinson. Robinson didn't score a basket in the second quarter, but he did have 6 assists, so still highly influential. Here's Rawat to Nagy, guarded by Barker.
Yep, immediately looking for Dalton inside on the cross screen.
Robinson, shot clock at 4. He has to get the ball up. He does, but can't connect. And the Dribblers come down with it. Barker to take over. Guarded by Nagy. Burkholder. Burkholder can't finish at the rim. And here come the Falcons. Purchase wide open for 3. And he can't finish either. Polsma running for the Dribblers. Barker. And Lachlan Barker doesn't miss a beat and buries the 3.
No, good find there from Morris to find Barker in transition.
Here's Purchase. Swings it and turns it over. So I'm not sure Nagy actually saw that pass coming, but I think Barker did and read it well.
I think Barker got a deflection on it.
So Barker takes over. And here's
Same play.
Burkholder.
Exactly the same play.
And the same finish.
He continues to stay aggressive like his coach wants, but still struggling to score.
Robinson. Swings it to Nagy. And his shot is off the mark. Barker for the Dribblers. Polsma attacking Purchase, and Purchase with the block. Probably didn't have the right angle for that shot attempt. And the Dribblers inbound with 16 on the shot clock. Polsma firing, and Polsma hitting. Daniel Polsma.
4 threes in the game.
Polsma with 18 points. And they call the foul on Pinto against Robinson. So the first foul of the quarter. Polsma with 18 for the Dribblers now, and Barker 18 as Purchase looks to inbound. And they go to Robinson up top, working off Dalton. Dalton working inside and not finishing, but Purchase will get a second attempt to Robinson. And the Dribblers come up running with Barker. Here's Polsma.
Great find.
To the corner to Burkholder. And Burkholder's run of outs continues, but he picks off the pass and is fouled by Dalton on the shot attempt. So perhaps a little fortunate, but still Burkholder with his head in the game and makes a play.
Well, I like at least from the fact, from a confidence standpoint, you know, he's missed a couple of shots, but he continues to stay aggressive. And that time, he was able to draw a foul and get to the free throw line.
So Burkholder hits the first free throw and gets his first point of the game. 0 of 5 from the field. but now 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And he puts the Dribblers on top by 1. Purchase fires and puts the Falcons back in front. A little untidy perhaps, but Jack Purchase gets the job done, and that's the first points for the Falcons this quarter. Here's Burkholder. Turnover forced by Dalton. Purchase running and finishing. The Falcons turn defense into offense. And now they'll push again in transition with Purchase. They go ahead to Rawat, and the rim run is finished with a reward. The Falcons up by 5 as Barker's shot is blocked by Purchase. Now Robinson down low to Dalton, and Dalton hits the short jumper. And all of a sudden, the Falcons have got a little bit of a smell in the nostrils.
3 possessions in a row where the Delhi Dribblers do a poor job in transition defense. They're literally getting layups and wide open shots.
And with that lack of application at the defensive end, the Dribblers have allowed the Falcons to go up by 7. And Delhi coach Dave Petrozello was called a timeout. And we can head down to the sidelines and listen in.
Couple bad possessions. Those shots are too quick. We need to get to the basket. Jess' shot too quick. Keep moving it. We're good. Okay, we're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. We gotta get stops though. It starts on this side. Starts on this side. Get yourselves organized. Get yourselves organized. Danny, you guard up. Tomar, you guard up. Guard up, bro. Guard up. Okay. Okay. Go into horns. Horns. Okay. Horns. Horns. I want Tomar. You ghost it. Wash, ghost, and come back. Ghost and come back. Sahil, stay. Danny, lift. Tomar, try to get a spot right there. Lockie, try to get inside. Play with Tomar. Play with Tomar. Guys, we need to get physical in the paint. Okay, rebound everything. Come on, boys.
So there's Dave Petrozello. The early emphasis of the timeout was on the defense, especially transition defense, but then finding a man and being up on him. So the Dribblers take over with 6 minutes left in the third, and they're down by 7. This is Barker, guarded by Nagy. Barker to Washburn down low. Tied up by Dalton. It comes to Polsma. Polsma pulls up and can't get the 2-pointer to go. Purchase comes down with it. Now Robinson. Purchase, guarded by Tomar. Dalton driving against Washburn. Couldn't get the finish. Sahil now for Delhi. He sees a little daylight and heads to the basket and is fouled. Dalton and Washburn are not going to be seen in the Olympic 100-metre final anytime soon.
I think you might be right on that.
Probably the best we could say was it was poetry in slow motion. Nonetheless, here's Sahil at the free throw line, making the first and cutting the margin to 6.
It's always one of the best ways to get back into the game when you're behind. Getting to the line, getting rim shots, free throws, highest percentage shot in basketball.
So Sahil makes the second, and it's a 5-point game. The Falcons on top as Robinson attacks the rim, and that's a nice play by Alex Robinson. Just a little extra turbocharge as he hit the paint. Tomar for Delhi to Polsma. Sahil. They get Barker open. Now they go to Washburn. And Washburn turns it over looking for Polsma in the corner. Robinson. And he dropped it down to Rawat, but Washburn got a hand on it.
Yeah, but you see the difference in defensive aggressiveness on Barker from the Falcons and then on Robinson on the other end, right? So Robinson is able to get all the way to the rim and Barker basically has to give the ball up because they're trapping him in pick and rolls.
Dalton back to Purchase. Rawat with the offensive rebound, bulls his way and gets it back to Purchase, who hits the jump shot. So good work on the offensive glass by Rawat. And then finding Purchase for the bucket. Here's Barker. Had a look in and came out. Here's Robinson. Back to Purchase and again complicates what should have been a simple play.
Yes, but a smart foul here from Dalton, right? To stop the break, get his team set, play 5-on-5.
And there we see it. What we might call the European foul.
Tactical foul.
A tactical European foul as Burkholder comes back into the game for Polsma.
We'll have to discuss our terminology after the game.
We will. Here's Sahil firing for the Dribblers, and that's not good. Washburn gets on the floor with Rawat, and Sahil tidies up. 6 on the shot clock as he rises, and Robinson blocks. A good defensive play by Alex Robinson. Here's Dalton, down to Rawat. Rawat reels it in and is fouled. Dalton gave Rawat some sort of job there to gather that pass, but he stayed with it and he'll go to the free throw line. The Falcons up by 9 and maybe just sensing they can crack the game open here.
They're doing a good job on defense on Barker, shutting him down. And then a lot of times their pressure defense leads to turnovers, which leads to easy shots for them.
Rawat short on the first, and Barker and Polsma had 15 each at halftime, and right now they have 18 each. So only 3 points each this quarter. And the Falcons come up with another offensive rebound, and Rawat tidies up. He's putting together a nice game. He has 10 points now for the Falcons. Burkholder to Barker to Washburn. Shot clock at 9.
This is a good matchup for the Falcons.
Sahil
and Washburn
can't connect. Dalton with the rebound. Robinson firing in transition and hitting. Alex Robinson for the Hyderabad Falcons. And that sense of being able to crack the game open is now materialising. The Falcons up by 14 and running back again the other way in transition. Robinson, Dalton for 3. Cal Dalton with a 3 from the corner of Alex Robinson's feed. And all of a sudden, the Falcons have blown this game open. They lead by 17 with 2:42 left in the quarter. And Dave Petrozello forced to burn another timeout.
Yeah, I miss a little bit the sense of urgency here from the Dribblers. I mean, Robinson is first of all able to step into a coast-to-coast 3, and then he just gets into the paint again, kicking it. It's just too easy. They really have to start wearing this guy down. If they don't, he will pick you apart.
Let's get down to the sidelines and let's listen in to the timeout.
Instead of picking up, going into long strides. Okay, we can get to the second side, extra pass.
If that's me, I can cut too.
You can get a cutter, 100%. We can get that cut right there, cut to the baseline. Look, we are getting beat physically, mentally, and emotionally. We're better than this. We gotta find our heart, guys. We gotta find it, whatever it takes. Find our heart right now.
Yes, sir. Deli on 2, 1, 2.
So, aside from the X's and O's, Dave Petrozello calling on some energy and effort and determination from his team, and perhaps sensing the game could get out of hand.
Yep, it's important that they execute here out of the timeout and try to get some kind of rhythm on offense.
Here's Barker. Washburn. Working against Rawat.
Great job of loading up from the Falcons.
Firing, missing, and here come the Falcons again.
Again, nobody on him.
Nagy fires. Can't connect, and the Dribblers will go again with Barker. Here's Sahil. Washburn. Barker. Firing. And fouled by Robinson. And Barker will shoot 3 free throws. The Dribblers looked like they were in danger of getting stagnant again on the offense, and Barker just took it on himself to make something happen.
Yeah, he has to stay aggressive for his team, especially with this lineup, as Washburn continues to struggle to score from the inside.
So Barker makes 2, and he's got a third to come. And he makes the third, and Lachlan Barker now has 21 points for the Dribblers, but they trail by 14 as we're inside the last 2 minutes of the third quarter. Purchase guarded by Burkholder. Purchase rises and is fouled by Burkholder. Purchase has got that move down pat. He backs in his man, and rather than try and get all the way to the basket with a post move, he just releases with that little turnaround jump shot.
Yeah, he likes that. He likes to pull up a lot. I believe it was you who said, I'm not sure if it was him, there's not a shot that he doesn't like.
I don't think I did, but Jack is pretty friendly with the ball and a shot.
And he does like the pull-up.
He's been very good for the Falcons throughout this Inbl Pro U-25 season, and he does a good job from the line there.
You see again, this is the difference that I see. The Falcons are really harassing Barker here, you know, wearing him down, making everything difficult.
Sahil rises and can't finish, and the Falcons come down with it again. The energy on the defense is generating the offense, and like you say, the Dribblers are just struggling to find anything.
Yeah, when the ball leaves Barker's hands, it's difficult for them.
The Falcons have outscored the Dribblers 22-13 this period, as Webb loses the handle under pressure from Barker, and the ball goes out of bounds. So a minute 16 left, and Sahil will inbound to Washburn. Guarded by Rawat. Now Burkholder firing. Sahil with the offensive rebound. Barker firing. Lachlan Barker.
Yep, big man was just a little bit too far in a deep drop, and that gives Barker the room for his pull-up 3.
As we've seen in every game he's played, Lachlan Barker will not let the game go. If he's on the floor, he thinks his team can win. As the Dribblers take it up with Burkholder, and Burkholder still can't make a finish at the rim. Here's Morris firing. And Harry Morris with the 3
And
untouched.
no effort to contest that shot. Everybody just waiting in the paint. Again, transition defense breaking down for the Dribblers.
And the Falcons up by 16 as Sahil comes up short again. Purchase will fire at the buzzer and fails to connect. But nonetheless, a big quarter from the Hyderabad Falcons has them on top of the Delhi Dribblers. A 25-16 quarter for the Falcons. And the game has really swung.
Yes, it's like Coach David asked for in the timeout, right? He wants heart. I think players have yet to respond to that. I miss the sense of urgency for the Dribblers at this moment.
There's no doubt that sense of urgency has been with the Falcons, and they lead by 16 points. Let's head down to the Falcons huddle.
Be aggressive. I've got 3 shooters on the perimeter. Screens, I need second chances, I need rebounds, tipping. Go on.
We get out of that. If we don't get anything out of it, just get back in. Get back into your shirt. Space the floor. Run a brush screen.
So we can hear Mark Chivers talking to his team, and they are just relentless on transition at both ways. So, as we mentioned, the 25-16 third quarter by the Falcons, and their lift in energy was noticeable, but as we mentioned, the Dribblers are just, they look tired and flat and are really struggling to stay in contact with the game.
Yep. The Falcons doing a great job of pressuring Barker, taking him out of the game, making everything difficult, and out of those stops, they're running, and the Delhi Dribblers are not getting back and giving up different kind of shots in transition.
All right, thanks, Thomas. We can head down to the sidelines now with Ryan James.
A defensive collapse is all we can say, because they've not been able to get a hold of the game in the third. And the biggest error continues to be the same, the rebounds in the paint, the points given in the paint. They address these two issues, we can see a different Delhi side. They will hope to come back, that's all from the sidelines.
All right, and we are underway with the fourth quarter. Barker to Tomar for the Dribblers. Now Sahil. Sahil to Washburn. Washburn measures, and the drought continues for him and the Dribblers. Here's Robinson. And Robinson gets to the rim for the finish.
And again is able to get there uncontested, right? At some point, you have to step in, take a charge, sacrifice your body, or make a foul. You can't just let people make layups on you like that.
And there is Barker with a reply for the Dribblers. Lockie Barker up to 26 for the game. Robinson, by the way, has 17 points and is working on a triple-double with 9 rebounds and 8 assists. As he calls for Watt over for the ball screen. Swings it to Purchase. Purchase from deep. Jack Purchase with a long 3. The defender took the gamble that Purchase was too far out to shoot, but Purchase has no limit on his length. Here's Polsma. Sahil working against Robinson. Dumps it to Washburn. Shot clock was at 3 as he throws it away to Purchase.
Yep. I think Barker needs to be more aggressive. I think he needs to maybe force an issue here and try to get his team going, because once he gives the ball up, he doesn't get it back, and that's really hurting the Dribblers right now.
Here's Purchase. Goes inside with a little leaning runner and connects. Jack Purchase putting together another great game for the Falcons with 23 points, and who else but Barker comes back the other way for the Dribblers.
Yep, that's what he needs to do, stay aggressive, attack the rim, try to get into the paint.
So the gap is at 19. Robinson now working against Barker.
Good defense that time, forcing a tough fadeaway.
So Barker doing it at both ends for the Dribblers, but he needs help. Here's Polsma to Washburn. Washburn lowers a shoulder into Jack Purchase's sternum and is called for the charging foul.
Yeah, great defense there. Sacrificing your body. Great charge.
So, a nice defensive play by Jack Purchase. Shout out to Jack's dad, Nigel, who I know is watching all the games from Melbourne, Australia. Nigel was a veteran of the NBL with the Melbourne Tigers and Brisbane Bullets and is truly one of the stalwarts of the game down under. Here's Robinson looking to isolate Purchase again, guarded by Barker.
And he's probably going to shoot it, Everett.
They double him, but he still gets the shot off. This time, missing. Here's Polsma. Polsma firing in transition. And that is not one of his best. Robinson now. Down to Mathur, and Mathur finishes at the rim.
Again, transition defense.
So the Falcons are up by 21, and if it's not already out of hand, it's in danger of doing so for Delhi. Barker can't connect on the three. Robinson back the other way. Against Washburn. Down to Mathur against Sahil. And Sahil got a chunk of ball, but they're going to say he also got some of Mathur's arm. So we've got some changes for the Dribblers as Burkholder and Lakesh check in. Barker goes to the bench for a breather. And with 6:32 left in the game, Mathur connects from the free throw line and nudges the margin out to 20-18, pardon me. I'll get it right in a minute. It's 23. Here's Lakesh with the ball, guarded by Nagy. Polsma. And Morris, with good defense, knocks it out of bounds.
Absolutely.
So it's clear the Falcons are not going to take the foot off the throat. They're going to go for the kill in a big way. Polsma to inbound, the shot clock at 7. This is Burkholder. Burkholder comes up short. Purchase with the rebound. He was trying to let Robinson take the rebound to get the triple-double, but he had to grab the ball. And there's another assist and a 3 for Jack Purchase. Here's Lakesh.
It will be interesting to see now who's going to create offense for the Dribblers with Barker out.
Here's Burkholder continuing to fire and continuing to miss. And according to the Falcons bench, that rebound brings up a triple-double for Alex Robinson. Purchase firing again. And Morris with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, the Dribblers look really tired to me right now.
Here's Robinson firing. Can't get it to go. And Burkholder comes down with the rebound. Here's Polsma from deep. He can't get it to go. And right now, the wind has gone right out of this game. Morris from deep. And Morris with an air ball. So the Falcons make some changes and Purchase and Nagy go to the bench. As Barker returns for the Dribblers, or does he? There's a timeout. So Barker just trying to keep his teammates alive and in the game, keeping their heads in the game, because it's going to take a miracle of miracles for the Dribblers to come back. There's a timeout. Let's get into the huddle and here's what's being said.
You're still on Posner, all right? Who's the other one that's in?
If there's no help on that, I'm gonna hit you on the neck. Hey,
Hey, run, you bigs. Listen up, listen up. One big, we want one big to the rim every time. If you don't get it, peel out to the corner. Other big, just go to the corner, all right? Let's try and get 6 or 7 passes in the offense before we look for a shot. Unless you've got an open layup, get 6 or 7 passes, all right? Here we go. Play D, play D.
1, 2, 3, go!
So Falcons coach Mark Chivers just wanting his team to play smart basketball. They've got a big lead, but don't get too fancy with it. We can check in on Alex Robinson's night. He has had 17 points, 11 rebounds and 12 assists. That'll usually get you a game somewhere.
Get on him now, Cole, get on him now.
Here's Barker back in the game for the Dribblers. Lakesh Warren. Holdsman. Inside. And the shot is blocked. But Burkholder can pick it up and put it back in. It was Mina with the block on Sharma. Here's Morris for the Falcons. Hustis driving and can't finish. Burkholder with a chunk of the ball.
Stop please.
And Fred Webb checks in and Alex Robinson goes to the bench after a pretty decent night's work. Morris inbounds, and now here's Webb as we come down to 4 minutes left in the game and the shot clock expires.
Little mental lapse there, didn't see the shot clock running out. He just dribbles the ball out.
So a lapse you can get away with when you lead by 24 with 4 minutes left.
I always like to say, make physical mistakes, never make a mental mistake. No matter what the time or score is, that's a mental mistake. That's something you never want to try to do, right?
So Lakesh with the miss, but Burkholder with the tip in for Daly. So the Dribblers hoping to finish here with a late flourish. Here's Hustis. Gets to the rim again and can't get the finish. Burkholder pushes hard the other way. And Mathur came across and blocked the dunk attempt. Webb throws it up to Rawat. And the foul is called on Mina. It looked like Mathur was opening up a lane to the basket and then just came across with a block. Nice defensive play. So the Falcons to inbound with 16 on the shot clock. Webb doesn't need any of that as he fires. Burkholder to Lakesh Warren. Back to Burkholder. Firing. And can't get it to go.
Tough night for him.
Webb to Sharma. Rawat. Mathur from deep. And slaps the ball, but loses it. And here's Burkholder. And boy, does that sum up Mark Burkholder's night. Here's Webb for the Falcons. And Webb penetrates and throws it away.
Also, the Falcons right now are struggling to score. I think they've been at 90 for a while now. Great defense here, though.
Webb with the steal, dishes it to Mathur, and Mathur can't finish. But Rakesh Sharma can, and adds a little hang time to the follow-up dunk. So with 2:11 left in the game, it's the Falcons up 92-68. And we've got another timeout called. And we can head down to the sidelines and eavesdrop on the coaching staff.
Danny, don't leave. Inbound every ball. Inbound every ball. Inbound every ball. Hey, third, come back. Hey, you ball handlers. You middle. All right, get to the rim. Berkey goes 77 with Berkey handling. 77 Berkey. Left side. Danny, you're 1. Sahil, you're 2. Berkey, go all the way. Sahil, now. Danny, follow. Okay, hit. There. Sahil. All right, be aggressive. Take it over. Fight him if you're not lighting it. Let's go.
So Dave Petruzzello still aggressively drawing up plays for his team, and he just wants to see his team finish strongly and aggressively here to carry that into the next game, surely.
And that's what you want, right? You want your guys to be resilient, show toughness no matter the time and score.
So it's the Falcons by 24, and we head towards the last 2 minutes of this game.
Little double drag action here.
Polsma from deep, and can't get it. Burkholder gets the finish off the offensive rebound. You talk about resilience. Mark Burkholder's had to have it in spades tonight. Here's Webb for the Falcons. They throw it up, and it's reeled in, but not finished by Sharma. Polsma. Mina goes to Burkholder. And Webb reels in the rebound. Sharma to Mathur.
Not a wide open shot in transition.
And he comes up empty. And Polsma brings it back the other way for the Dribblers. Defense takes to the air. And look at the Falcons. Unrelenting defense. They're up by 22 with a little over a minute to go, and you would think it was a 2-point ball game.
That's what you want to see, though. At least that's what I want to see from my players. No matter time and score, you play until the end, you play hard. That's how we practice. Game's 40 minutes.
So here's Rawat for the Falcons. Now Mathur. Well, he was going to give it to him and kept it. Here's Hustis. Shot clock at 5. They need to get the ball in the air. Hustis does. And Rawat comes down with another offensive rebound. Now Mathur. He can't finish, and the Dribblers almost turn it over. So a little untidy.
Yeah, a little sloppy.
So 29 on the game clock and 21 on the shot clock. And the Dribblers with the ball. Polsma, guarded by Webb. Polsma. And the Dribblers get the ball to go with Pinto. The corner 3 lands. And the Falcons are just going to dribble this one out. And they post an excellent victory. 92-73 over the Delhi Dribblers. That's a big win for the Falcons. They've outscored the Dribblers 41-29 in the second half for that victory, 92-73. And for the Falcons, Alex Robinson with a triple-double of 17 points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists. Jack Purchase was the high man with 26 points, also had 11 rebounds. Rawat had 10 points, 11 rebounds. Harry Morris had 14 points. So Cal Dalton had 11 points and 6 rebounds. So everyone was in on the job for the Falcons as we confirm the final score at 92-73. For the Dribblers, Lachlan Barker was magnificent again with 28 points. Daniel Polsma had 18, and no one else scored in double digits for the Delhi Dribblers. And that pretty much underlines what a lot of their problems were tonight. There was also a lack of urgency and energy on defense, especially in transition. And that'll be something that Dave Petrozello will surely address at the Delhi Dribblers' next practice session. So 92-73 for the Falcons. And we can take a look at our game MVP, Alex Robinson. He was on his game pretty much from the start tonight, Robinson. He went inside, he went outside, had his teammates involved. Even you must have liked Robinson's games tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a player that obviously can get it going when you don't put pressure on him. And I think then this is what happens. I hope to see a different thing tomorrow as we are playing the Falcons. But he did a great job, absolutely, tonight.
All right, so there's Alex Robinson, and we see his stats, and we can go down to Drew Barman, who was with Alex Robinson.
I'm here with my man, A-Rob, Alex Robinson, the MVP. First off, man, finally, congratulations getting back to the win column. How are you feeling?
It feels great. We lost a couple in a row, but the best thing about this team is we stayed together. We didn't waver at all, and we knew what we had to do to come out here and get back in the win column.
The little conversation that we had 2 games ago, we had a conversation where the loss really, that really felt like it hurt you. So what was your mindset, you know, just coming into this game? Because we saw a different A-Rob today. So what was your mindset coming into the game?
I just wanted to be aggressive from the jump, and that didn't necessarily mean scoring, just making sure that I got in the paint and I was able to get my teammates involved without it sticking like it was the previous game. So just make sure I was aggressive and make sure I was a threat. Speaking of doing it all, my man has a triple-double tonight. How do you feel about that, man? Can we see a smile? There you go. He's hiding that smile. How do you feel about that? The first triple-double belongs to A-Rob. How do you feel, man? First and foremost, man, it's all God. I got to thank God for it, man. I mean, I wouldn't be here or had this opportunity without him. So that's first and foremost. And as far as the triple-double, man, it's a wonderful feeling, the first one in the league. I mean, honestly, words can't describe, how I'm feeling about the triple-double, to be honest. I mean, you can just see it on his face. My spidey senses tell me, did you have any idea you're close to a triple-double? Because I've seen the entire bench just going crazy, and I actually seen JP trying to lead the ball this one. Did you guys know? Were you aiming for that? You can be honest. You can be honest. I think they knew, and once I saw JP tell me to get the rebound, I kind of had an idea after that, and I was like, all right, I'll try to get the next one. So, but before then, I had no idea. Yeah, this man can't stop smiling, man. This man cannot stop smiling. I don't think I'd be able to sleep if I got a triple-double. Congratulations, man. Always a pleasure. Good luck for your next game. Thank you. Next up, we have a very special guest, my man Prashant Singh Rawat. He had a double-double today. He was an absolute beast. He's an undersized big man. But on the court, if you watch him play, he's a dog. First off, congratulations on the win, yaar. कैसा लग रहा है? Finally win column में आ गए तुम. How are you feeling? कैसा लग रहा है?
We knew it was going to be tough for us, and we were mentally prepared from the hotel. And we need to get in and get logged in, and we had to make this win to get up on the ladder. So we were mentally prepared for this win.
Awesome. I also saw like your entire team was right behind you to get that double-double. What does that mean to you having, guys like all these guys with you and just having that, motivation because they want to see you succeed? It was so good to see the entire bench getting up. How did that make you feel?
Oh yeah, shout out to all my guys, Jack, Jonah, everybody on the team. Shout out to everybody. They've been a great support to me. Whenever I had not that much level of game, they have been always there holding my back. So I'm very grateful to them, and it is an honor sharing a court with them.
Awesome, man. Last thing, I just want to say I'm super proud of you. Way to show up, As us, as Indian players, he's really showing up, and I couldn't be more proud of this guy. I'm sure this is the first of many, many, many dominant performances we'll see from you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
you.
Man.
See you around.
All the best for the next game, brother. Take care. Next up, we have the man who can do no wrong, JP. Another double-double. Just a light Tuesday, it's just some light work for this guy. How do you feel, man?
No, I feel good. It's good to get back in the win column. We've had a couple of tough games coming up, so the last few games. So it's good to be winning again.
Okay, we've seen the hook. We've seen Kareem's hook. We've seen Dirk Nowitzki's fadeaway.
Yeah.
Have you ever been blocked when you hit that fadeaway? Has anyone ever blocked you?
I'm sure I have been, but not recently.
That means no. That's just a modest dude. I don't see him getting blocked. Anytime, be honest. Anytime you're on the court, and even if you see you're getting double teamed, do you feel like you can get that shot off anytime you want?
Yeah, I do. I mean, if I just can create a little bit of space, I'm 6'8", I got a long wingspan, so if I just create the space and lean back, I feel like I can get it off against most people. I mean, I haven't tried it on 7-footers and all that because I know they're bigger, but yeah, I feel like I'm pretty confident I can get it off on most people.
Also, this is one for the viewers. I've seen, even if you miss a few shots, I don't see your confidence ever hindering. I've still seen you just keep shooting it every time. Is that like, what's your mindset when you're shooting the ball?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a shooter. I've been a shooter my whole life, so you've got to be confident. You're going to go through ups and downs with your shooting, so you just got to stay confident, know you've put the work in, and just keep letting it go.
A shooter that's 6'8", man, goddamn, man. That's tough. That's tough. Thanks for your time, man.
Hey, I just want to shout out to our boy Kush. He lost his grandfather recently, so we did that for you, brother. We all wore a black armband for him, so just shout out to you and the family. Hope you're doing all right, brother.
All love for you, Kush. Thanks for your time, man. All right, take care. That's it from here, guys. Right back to you, Grant. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Drew, down there with Jack Purchase of the Hyderabad Falcons. And we can have a look at some of the highlights from tonight's game. And the highlights were plentiful for Lockie Barker, but not so for the Delhi Dribblers, who really struggled to stay in touch once the margin got beyond a dozen or so. Rawat. He was impressive tonight, worked hard and got the reward with a double-double. Rawat for Hyderabad.
Yes, he was. Did an excellent job, this young man.
Holzma for Delhi. He finished with 18 points, but the Falcons' defense locked him down in the second half. And as good offensively as the Falcons were, their defense was pretty impressive as well, right?
Yes, and a lot of times defense leads to offense.
There's Polsma connecting again. And Barker. Barker with 28 points, 4 of 7 on threes. And he's carrying a big load for the Dribblers. Barker shot 10 of 19 from the field. And into that, he also has to carry the ball a lot. So a lot is asked of Lockie Barker. And a nice finish there. As we see the Falcons celebrate their win. And we check the scoring, and for the Falcons, Purchase was the high man with 26. Then Robinson 17, Morris 14, Dalton and Rawat also in double digits. So 5 players with 10 or more for the Falcons, showcasing their offensive depth and firepower. And for the Dribblers, as we mentioned, Lachlan Barker with 28, Polsma with 18, and then a big drop off to Burkholder, Pinto and Tomar. And that underlines the importance of Mudronya to Delhi, and without him, it's a tough ask. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the best action. And again, Barker working off the screen and hitting the shot. Washburn with the no-look pass to Polsma. Polsma was 4 of 8 on threes tonight. Purchase drops it off to Dalton. And Dalton with the finish. Polsma another 3. And Dalton to Morris. Hyderabad ended up shooting 10 of 33 on threes tonight. And Delhi was 9 of 29. How many threes do you like your team to get up?
Well, I always like to say we love the layup and we like the 3. So I'm not really busy with amounts of shots. We definitely need a lot more paint touch shots than we want threes. So I never put a concrete number on it.
There's Barker with another 3. And Robinson. A big game from him. And your Titans play the Falcons tomorrow night. And you'll have to come up with a game plan for that. Okay, so before we close for the night, we're going to take a look at some of the best action above the rim that we've seen in Inbl Pro U-25 this season. Matthew for Chennai. There's Liam Judd, one of Thomas's men, with a big finish. And Judd again for the Titans. Judd again. Do you get sick of seeing that?
Never.
Stokely Chafee for the Punjab Warriors. And Matt Gray for Chennai. Chafee again for the Warriors. He has put together some sort of highlight reel this season here in Delhi as he goes up again and throws down. Stokely Chafee, one of the best athletes going around here this season. And there he goes again. And so we look at the standings and it's Hyderabad at the top with Gujarat, then Punjab, Mumbai, Chennai and Delhi. Thomas, you've got Hyderabad tomorrow night. Give us a little insight into how you might try and curb the Falcons.
Well, the first thing is obviously I would have hoped that this game would have been a little bit closer, wear them down a little bit more. But that's one of the things that we're going to try to do, right? To take away their strengths and to wear them down. The details I'll keep for my team, but that's basically what we're trying to do. Wear those guys down, make them do something else that they want to do.
And I guess it's been said and seen your team likes to rebound and run, and knowing Hyderabad's on a back-to-back, you can maybe try and take advantage with that and get into their legs early.
Yeah, we noticed that the other night, right? We had a real difficult start in our second game of a back-to-back. The schedule is really tough here, and yeah, we should be able to use that to our advantage if we start with the right mind, the right focus and the right intensity.
So here is tomorrow night's game. It's the Hyderabad Falcons backing up against the Mumbai Titans, and that should be a game that nobody wants to miss, continuing an excellent season of INBL Pro U-25. So that's it from the THYAGRAJ Sports Complex for another night. In the second game of the doubleheader, it was the Hyderabad Falcons over the Delhi Dribblers. In the first game, it was the Gujarat Stallions over the Chennai Heat. So we look ahead to tomorrow night. Thanks for watching. You've been watching INBL Pro U-25.